Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a medium level question that I just solved on my own. So I'm super happy about this and I'm glad that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance. So let's go over it and let me show you how I did it. So this is question 3433, count mentions per user. So this is a simulation type question and it was pretty tough for me. So I'm going to try to show you guys how I solved it and if we can do it again. So basically you want to make a result array of size this minus 1. And for each user, you want to count how many times they were mentioned. And basically you have all users online initially. So basically you're just going to have a result of 0 times number of users. So let's print result. So for 2, that'd be length 2. So user 0 and user 1. And then basically you want to go through all the events and process them. So the important thing to know is that you have to sort by the timestamp first, and then we want to process offline events before the message events. So let's go ahead and do that. So negative x1, because you can't sort by strings, I found a cool workaround, which is basically just to do the opposite of what you want and then do reverse equals true. So if we print events, we should see timestamps beforehand, and the timestamps should, so now you can't sort by that because first of all we have to convert them. So we have to convert them to integers, and then we can do that. Cool. So offline should come before message. So after sorting by those, okay, that's fine. So okay, let's find the same one for having the same timestamp twice just to make sure. So, okay, cool. Offline before message, same timestamp. So now let's go ahead and try to process the events. So basically we have some weird things here. Basically all mentions all users. So for say message, timestamp, ms in events. So basically if the, okay, so basically for these, we just want to count each of these users. So if message is equal to message and ms is not equal to all, and ms is not equal to where, then we can basically just do just these users. So let's call this is just going to be list, is going to be ms.split, because this is just IDs. You have to get all the elements to the end, could be 1,000. So that's quite large. So we're just going to do for m and result int m2 to the end plus equals to 1. And then at the end, we obviously want to return the result. That's incomplete. So let's print So you can see how we want 2 to the end, so that ID. Why is this not working? Okay, so it's not equal to all, and ms is not equal to here, not where. I don't know where I got that from. Okay, so that's the first step. And then otherwise, if message is equal to message and ms is equal to here, then we can basically just see for the users. So first of all, if message is equal to offline, then we need to, well, let's just have a dictionary called off. And basically for these users, so for m in ms, off int m equals to timestamp plus 59. Cool. So now if this is here, then we can basically just say all users is list range from 0 to number of users. Let's make this a set. And then okay. And then after that, so now we have to go through here, and it's just going to be this list because we want to make sure it's not within that range. And so if now 0 less than or equal to ts less than or equal to now 1, then that's a bad one. So all users dot discard o. And then now we can go through all users, result user plus equals to 1. Okay, so let's submit this now. That's not it because we still have to do all. So if message is equal to message and ms is equal to all, then we're just going to do everything in result, right? And increment that. Okay. Okay, last test case. So let's submit this. 356, 673. Okay. So let's move the offline. Well, I don't think this matters for the offline ones, does it? Here it mentions all online users. So here you can see this is just mentioned and mentioned. Timestamp plus 59 because at 60 it comes back. Multiple IDs. Yep. Should we maybe do a continue here? It's a very tough question because the wording is very confusing. Okay, and ms is equal to here. Oh, maybe we want all users here. No, because that's just for that one event. Having to handle, sometimes this can be users, they can be all and be here is confusing. Maybe let's do elif. Why are we stepping over each other's toes here? Why is this not correct? Let's print result. So why is 7 and 11? Okay, so yeah, this is confusing. it's an offline event. So maybe at this timestamp, yeah, it seems correct. Don't know why it's only passing 356 test cases. Oh, we don't need... No, we do, because those are all the users that are online at this time. Becomes very hard to debug this one, and the inputs are like so convoluted. Timestamps, and then perhaps this. No, you have to process the timestamps in that order. Am I doing something wrong here? So for each event... If mm0 dot starts with maybe I, that does not help. Can be multiple IDs separated by white space, may contain duplicates, blah blah blah. This may contain even offline users. This can mention even the offline users. Okay. Yes. It's all users, yeah. Maybe for T and TS, if T is, well, that doesn't make any sense because the timestamps are always increasing. Separately. This is legit the most trippy question I've ever had to solve. Messages offline. Offline. See, these are all correct. That's the weird thing. It's number 356. Wait a second. Do we actually have to process that in reverse order? Yes, because that has to come before. What about 0? Why is it 6? Let's go through this. So 0 is not mentioned here. 0 is not mentioned here. 0 is... Even if you go offline... Oh, let's do this. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, it's just maybe the digits are still not being split in that way. Okay, cool. Let's submit this. Cool. Yep. And there you go. Passes all test cases. So again, I'm super happy that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance and solve it completely on my own. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.